Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kylage. Today is Friday, February 24th, 2023. Has not been a very eventful week on the ranch. It has been minus 30 and colder every day. So yeah, all that I've been doing is just feeding animals. I did bed down the barn, but I didn't. I brought the bale processor up to the door and shot a round bale in, but I didn't shoot enough in because I only got to here, and I still have that left to do, or somebody still has that left to do. I don't know, but I'm not starting the tractor in minus 30 just to process half a round bale for a barn that isn't required for another month, you know. So there's that. But that was, you know, something for me to do when I was bedding cows the other day. I think that might have been Wednesday. You were in a kicky mood the other day. You kicked me. So I've just arrived back from the co-op with some lag screws. I'm finally going to fix this corral wall that has been flapping in the wind for the last, I don't know how long. It's been like this a couple of years, I want to say. There's that. Oh. Split the wood, which is to be expected since we're so close to the end of the board, but work with what we got here. Could have brought some nails and fixed that. Oh well, we'll leave that till next year. Can't fix too much in one shot. Actually, that works good because then there's room to send it. That's better, wouldn't you say? I would say. It's a corral fixed. I could put a slab there if I want, but not in minus 40, I don't think. Or 30 or 25, or I don't know. Because it's minus 25 usually, and then the wind brings it into the 30s. So there's that. Not use this one today. I don't want that one. Oh, it's Be Real. It's time to be real, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, I'm gonna get a good one today. There, that's a nice one. Be real. Okay. so it's time to chop some grain now for the heifer calves. And one step at a time, folks. We don't have the augers set up like we want them, but you know, because we got to put in the new breaker box and stuff to even just to get enough electricity to run them all. And you know, this is okay for 2 pails a day. So you go in here into this big fancy roller mill and you flip the switch. It's tough to get going on colder days. It starts hard there, like when I flipped it off and flipped it on. I don't know. So I was just started this week supplementing, well not supplementing, but adding a little bit of cooking oil in with the grain, used cooking oil. The only issue is that it freezes at -10 according to Google. So one day it was like slush and the next day it was frozen. So, but what I would do, just step outside here for a minute, is I would take this margarine dish and fill her about half, 2/3 full, and take my 2 pails of grain out and I just pour this on top of the trough. Now you're thinking, why are you feeding cooking oil to your critters? Well, by adding fat, it basically turns into protein in animals. So I looked that up in my notes from school in order to get my facts straight. So there's that. Oh, our first pail is already done. So I guess we're not doing that because it's too cold. So as you can see, there's a little bit of stockpile for another time. Uh-oh, it looks like we're leaking a bit of grain out too. I've actually got a fair-sized stockpile going here. I don't necessarily have to chop grain every day, but I figured keep a stockpile in case something happens where you're in a hurry and then, you know, I don't know. There we go. Just like that, we finished. Can't forget to feed the cats too. Good and you. So yeah, I guess, I don't know, that's probably about it for today's segment of the video, so maybe we'll see you Saturday or Sunday. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is 25th of February, just 5 minutes to 1 in the afternoon here, so starting to warm up today. It's supposed to get up to as warm as minus 11 this afternoon, which would be kind of nice for a change. I know that's not, you know, like super warm, but it's better than what it was the last few days. So we're tinkering in the shop today since it's finally warmed up. We have this curl panel here. Just needs, there's a crack here, cracked all the way around at the bottom there. And this was actually rusted out on the bottom. Like this went to there, and then it was gone, and then there was another end, and it was rusted off. So there was a span of nothingness. So I kind of cut part of that out, and then I found this nice red piece here. For some reason it is slightly larger. I don't know whether this is just rusted away so much that it's not really 1x1 anymore. I don't know, like it's pretty close to that bar, but I think this might have, you know, kind of rusted away, that it looks like it's so out of whack. At first I cut this tremendous piece, but it was way out of whack. It's 1.25 inches, I think, is why it was so messed. But then I found this one, and so there's that. And then there's this little gate here. It's been like this for a couple of years. This bottom bar came undone here, so we'll have to maybe do a little bit of bending and reattach that. The gate itself is actually kind of bent like this, but I'm not too worried about that. That should be fine. So yeah, just ranching. That's what we're doing. So put her up on time lapse and buzz some beads and burn some holes, and oh yeah, tremendous. Well, it ain't pretty, but it's better. It's sturdier now, so that's good. I had to, obviously I fixed the foot, and then I had to cut a new piece here because it was pretty rusted out. So yeah, and I guess we'll go put all our tools away. Yeah. What a beast. Square. Well, there we go, ladies and gents. Sunday, February 26th, and all the cattle are fed for a few more days. So yeah, it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and you see I took we moved bale feeders, so I took the piles from the old ones and just spread them around. It's all good alfalfa. I don't really see what the issue is, why they wouldn't be eating it, but cows be cows and they'll be dumb, so yeah. But yeah, I guess I'll head back to the big city this afternoon. Boy, oh boy, I guess I'll park this, feed grain, load my bags, and say sayonara to the ranch for a few weeks. So yep, that's about it. So I know it wasn't a real action-packed week. It was just taking care of cattle and keeping warm. That was about it. So yeah, it was nice to be home, that's for sure. So thanks for tuning in, folks, and we'll see you in the next one.